Hello, friends. Welcome to Music Nation Speaks, where we talk to people who are very skilled at what they do about their journey, their thoughts about life in general, and also that they are. I cannot English today. It's been a weird rainy Sunday, but their specific industries. But before I go into and introduce you guys to our amazing guests for today, quick stuff of housekeeping. So if you are in Puchong, Subang, KL, wherever you are, and you would like music lessons, and you are, if music is something that you have been wanting to learn, wanting to grow, and to incorporate into your life, come to Major Music because they offer one-on-one sessions such as guitar lessons, voice lessons, piano. What else, Jared? Plenty of stuff, some more, right? One-on-one sessions. Sorry, Jared and Jimmy are the owners of Major Music. So come check Major Music out at Puchong. They are amazing and they will hook you up with great teachers. On to the next thing, we have Music Nation. We have already started. So Music Nation, we have our own space now at Kedai KL at Masa Avenue. But something really, really cool happened. And we have partnered with ClassPass Malaysia. So we are the first music school to be on ClassPass Malaysia. And we offer group classes such as songwriting classes, group vocal classes, stage performance class, mask theater class, and also music theory fundamentals. So if you're interested, do check out ClassPass, book classes through ClassPass, and come check us out. Of course, SOP is followed and mandatory, so stay safe, but also enjoy music and arts together with us at Major Music and also Music Nation. So, without further ado, let me introduce to you guys a very talented, very handsome, very fun, very humble Keanu Azman. Woohoo!
Joe, I wanted you to keep talking and talking because that was music to my ears, man. I was like, oh, this is so soothing.
All the praises.
Literally, I was like, keep going, Joe. I came here just to hear you speak.
Why?
It was so nice. It was so sedap. It felt like I was listening to Ariana Grande right in front of me.
Oh my God, girl.
Seriously, and you were not even singing, but it felt like you were, But anyway, thank you, Joe, for having me.
No worries. Thank you for coming here. So, let's get right into it.
Okay.
So, you drove from Ampang to Puchong today.
Right.
And that, I feel like it takes...
It's what?
Something strike me, and I'm going the right way to it, right?
Okay,
So,
let's see it.
because you're a person who is very, very fun to be with, and you're on. When every time I see you, you're
Right.
working and you're on, and you're just like word vomiting. And that is a scale that
I don't know if
really,
that's a good thing or not, lah.
It's amazing.
Is it?
Yeah. Like for me, it's like, But for you, it's like, it's natural and it's your talent, right? So something something that you told me just now when you were driving, it's an hour drive, but you told me that you needed the long drive.
That's true.
Yeah. Why?
As someone who is an extreme extrovert, like how you described me earlier,
Right.
I think I just need some time to just be alone in my car. But the thing is, previously I needed my long drives to listen to my favorite songs,
Yeah.
favorite artists. But now
Yeah.
I have turned into an uncle who likes to listen to podcasts in the car. Are you like that also? Seriously, I was listening to 2 different podcasts on the way here.
Me too.
I was like, how old am I again? But
Actually, how old are you?
mental age first, huh?
Mental age first.
Mental age, 56.
Okay.
Backache and everything.
I'm right there with you. Yeah.
Whole body aching. Yeah? Real age.
Real age.
You guess my age first, Joe. How old do you think I am?
Are you in the 90s club like me?
I mean, I'm in the 90s club, yes.
94?
No.
Younger?
Younger.
Damn, son! Okay.
You 94.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm safe now. 98?
97.
Oh,
I'm 23.
boy, you're so young.
Doesn't feel like I'm that young, to be
Yeah.
honest. I think
And-
in this day and age, we don't feel like our actual age. Do
Yeah.
you think so?
And you definitely carry yourself a lot more mature and a lot older. And
Is it?
I think it's a good thing.
I hope
because-
so.
Yeah, because I feel like in this industry that we're in, for me, like, at least, I used to not get taken seriously.
Because people think that you're younger than your age, is it?
And I look like small girls. So, hello, I'm Joy.
I mean, hello, maybe like free movie tickets and everything. Like if you're below 18, you can get free tickets. I mean, we all know lah. Nowadays, all the cinemas is temporarily closed. Right?
Yes.
But before this, I'm sure like, wow, okay, free. It's okay. You below 18, you go free tickets. This one, it's like a bit hard lah, okay, because I cannot qualify as the younger crowd, and I cannot be because the fees that I'm in the middle like that.
Yes.
But at the same time, cannot be a senior citizen also. So that means no free tickets, no freebies for me.
Nothing whatsoever.
Nothing. But my sister is just like you. She is 25. People think she's my younger sister all the time. In restaurants or whatever, like, oh adik. I'm like, ni kakak saya She is always so offended. She's like, I'm the older sister. And then we were just watching some old videos, old footages when we were small.
Yeah.
I was like, Nadine, my sister's name, Nadine.
Yeah.
I was like, Nadine.
Shout out to Nadine.
Shout out to Nadine in France. She's in Paris. You know, she stays there.
Oh.
Emily in Paris, but Nadine in Paris, I don't know. No.
Nadine in Paris.
So we were
Malaysian version.
Exactly. So we were looking at the videos, and then I was like, Nadine, you were taller than me there. That was the last year that you were taller than me because I skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Skyrocketed. Padahal naik 8 cm and then that's it juga. I stopped there, but she stopped after like 3 cm after. That's it. Skyrocketed lah. We're all Asians, huh? No such thing as skyrocketing that high anyway.
No skyrocketing, skyrocketed. That's it.
That's it. That's a full stop there. You know? Whereas for Westerners, there's a comma. Like,
Yes.
yeah, I skyrocketed to this height, but
And then
tomorrow
there's
I
some
might be like,
more.
yeah. And we're just like, cool. The only way
How's
I'm
the
growing
weather
is
up there?
exactly. How is it up there? You're in Genting Highlands already? Nice.
Cameron?
Mount Everest. That's amazing. I've not even been up to what's our Sabah punya ni oh my god, what is it called? Oh my god, Mount Kinabalu. Mount Kinabalu.
Literally, it's Kota Kinabalu. What is
Oh
the
my
name?
god. Boleh tahu Mount Everest, but then Kinabalu don't know. Oh my god. RIP. What a tribal
Hashtag
Malaysian.
Malaysia. So, oh my God, that's a great start. So, why peace and quiet, and why have you turned from music into a podcast? And because for people who don't know, and I'm sure people know, Keanu needs no introduction. He's amazing. He works at Hits. He's a radio announcer at Hits.
Right.
He has his own podcast. He hosts as well, MC. So you do have a lot of human contact.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So, but nowadays it's virtual, lah, right?
Yes,
So,
yes.
tell me a little bit about like why the transition, and how has it helped you? Yeah, why the transition first?
The transition from liking like music in the car to podcast or what?
Yeah,
Oh, that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's a very interesting question. I've been asking myself that question for a long time. I'm like, why?
When did you transition actually?
Recently, I think it was during this pandemic. It's like I picked up new habits. Like,
Yeah.
Since I was small, I like the idea of books.
Yes.
But I was the kind who never finishes my books.
The idea.
I'm like, I want a big bookshelf, fill it with books. But I probably read like 20% of the books, and those 20% of the books, maybe like 10% of each book I've read. You know what I'm saying? That kind of person. But it was this MC, I think the first MCO when I started liking non-fiction books a lot. Because I'm definitely not a fiction guy.
Right.
I cannot. I like to watch films, but when it comes to reading, it has to be non-fiction.
Yes.
Again, uncle preference, okay? Like, job interviews for dummies. I still have that in my room. I just saw, I'm like, oh my god, this one I bought when I was 18 or 19. Tak ada kena-mengena. I was still in college, but I just wanted to buy for the sake of being like, I want to be an uncle. See, the uncle traits came very early actually,
So you want to be an uncle?
Yes.
At 18 and 19.
It's not I want to be, I'm already an uncle. Please, get your facts right, Joe. Please, get it right first. But
I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, okay?
Okay. Fair enough. But yes, it started with reading. So
Yeah.
I started liking reading. Like I need to finish one book per week, for example. While I still have the time lah kan. Once I already have kids and all that, one day nanti married, so not yet lah. Okay. Once I'm married, I have kids, no time to read. So since now I still have time to digest everything. So I'm like, okay, just read.
And you
that was
have
how it
me
started.
time.
Me time, which I think is very important.
Yes.
Especially when we cannot go out, you go
Yes.
inwards. You find what can feed your soul.
Preach. Okay.
Preach. Huh? So it started with that.
Yeah.
After that, back to the whole human interaction, human connection part that you mentioned just now, because I can't really meet up with people a lot. And if I listen to music, okay, I know that some people like you are you are like miss music, you know, like you need music 24/7. It feeds your soul, you know.
Not really.
Oh, not really.
Anymore.
She also changed the podcast, okay, guys. The world is going to a podcast now, okay?
Yeah.
Really? Even you, huh?
Yeah, I don't. I only listen to music now
Mm-hmm.
when I'm in a great mood
Okay.
or when I have to learn songs for
Okay.
gigs.
Right.
That's
right.
it. Yeah.
Wow.
On the way here, it was a half an hour drive. I was listening to Joe Rogan.
There you go.
You know, so
There you
it's
go.
like, yeah.
It's an age thing also, maybe. Maybe it's an age thing, you know?
Yeah.
And also how we want to improve our knowledge about certain things.
Yes.
But also because I like that connection even in the car. Last time I used to call my friends every time I'm in the car.
Oh, really?
Guys, do not do this do not do this at home. Do not do this in your car. Okay, very dangerous. Seriously. I can literally
Hands-free
mention
ada
the
tak?
names. Okay. Polis kalau y'all tengok ni kan, nasib baik y'all tak pernah saman I tahu sebab I memang teruk gila. Okay, if I brought my hands free, I bawa.
Okay.
If I didn't, I would just be like, you know, like, hey, how are you? And they'd be like, what do you want, Keanu? I didn't care if they were busy. I was just like, I just want to talk sumpah. This was actually right before No. Since last year, I remember when because my house is in Ampang area kan. Astro is in Bukit Jalil. Similar distance, more or less, to come here from my place. Long drive. I didn't like the jam and everything. So I was like, I need to talk to someone.
Yes.
I would call my mum, my friends, we
Right.
just talk and talk and talk.
Right.
Then I realized, you know what? I can't keep doing that. It's
Yes.
not right. You can't. It's illegal to do that in the car.
Yeah.
You know, without a hands free. Finally, at least thank God that consciousness came. But I wanted
At a very young age.
at a very young age before kena saman.
Yes.
Luckily, normally it's the case of like nasi menjadi bubur.
Yes.
This one tak jadi bubur lagi. Masih nasi lagi.
Yes,
So
yes.
I thought I don't want nasi. I want pasta. You know what I'm saying? So I just changed to podcast.
Yes.
Because you can still get that similar effect of people talking to you.
Yeah.
You feel that because I really
Yes.
and I like when they're saying good points and I'm in the car. I'm like, oh
Oh,
my god, that's
yeah.
true. You know what I'm saying? Like I know you're not. Clearly, it's pre-recorded. You can't hear me, but I'm just like, oh my god, yeah. Oh my god,
Yes.
yeah. So
Right?
that is why I think I transitioned from listening to songs in the
To
car to that.
Podcast.
But sometimes I will still hear music. Like suddenly I Shazam something and it's nice. Then I'm like,
Right.
I want to binge listen to
This
it.
is my Bob.
Oh my god, I would listen to the same song over and over again until I reach destination. Do you do that? Biggest regret lah, because by the time I reach home, I'm like, I don't want to hear that song anymore.
Exactly.
Rugi, you know. Padahal I should have saved that song for better situations.
Yeah.
Like when I'm in the shower and I want to feel
And you-
dramatic.
Yeah.
But then gone. By the time I want to do that, I heard it like 100 times in the car just now.
And you're jelak already.
Exactly.
Yeah.
More or less like that lah. The
More or
uncle life came because of that human connection that I crave for
Right.
everywhere, in the car, in the toilet, at home,
Right.
everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
So speaking of the uncle life,
Okay.
hashtag, that would be a great hashtag. Hashtag uncle life or hashtag auntie life.
Yes.
Anyway,
The Uncle Auntie Show is in session right now.
real talk with Auntie Joe and Uncle Keanu.
Touche. I love her auntie laugh. Don't you guys? Don't you guys love her auntie laugh? If you do, comment down below. Why do you love her auntie laugh?
Who's the host now?
I should really shut up, right? Sorry.
You're great. This is so much entertainment.
Well behaved, see? Yes.
Very nice. Okay, so let's move on, right?
Yeah.
You are an amazing host, talker, you know,
Thank you so
everything.
much.
You have an amazing personality. Like I honestly, I cannot imagine someone being mad at you.
Hey, please.
Okay,
Mommy,
and-
you're watching this, right?
Auntie.
That's to defer.
Right, so because you're so likable and you are amazing on screen and you have this exuberant personality and you just give. Do you feel like you need some how do you recharge? I'm very curious.
Oh my god. You know what? I don't think anyone would ever expect this. But I recharge by talking to people constantly.
Really? Oh, so you
Seriously.
get energy from
I feed off energy from people.
Wow.
All the time. Let's say I'm doing a shoot for, let's say it's a 2-day shoot, let's say Saturday, Sunday, which
Yeah.
this actually happened, and this is what made me realize that I really do feed off people's energy actually.
Yeah, yeah.
This was like a few weeks back. I was hosting this one fashion TV show.
Yeah, yeah.
It was shot on 2 days straight, morning till night, morning till night.
Uh-huh.
Of course, I was dead tired, man. Like,
Yeah.
even though I love talking,
Yeah.
but when you're talking for a job and talking like normal, it's
Casually.
different.
Yeah, yeah.
I got a bit tired, but as soon as I was talking to the guests and the producers, it literally recharged me, you know? So people were like, go and rest first, go to the side. Then I was like, the moment you put me to the side alone, I will get very tired.
Ah.
So it's like, sorry guys, sorry to all the people out there who terpaksa recharge because they're like, actually, we're tired of you too. But since we are your batteries,
Yes.
we'll talk to you lah. Since that's gonna recharge you for the next shoot. But that's really what I need to recharge, you know, to keep the engine running.
Right. So I would really say that you are a true
Extrovert?
extrovert. Yeah. Because
I think so.
Yeah, for me personally, like it's not that I'm putting it on,
Right.
you know, like yeah, maybe sometimes like, especially when I perform or when I have to, you know, do a podcast.
Yeah.
It's not I'm not genuine. This is just a different side of me that I have
Right.
to put extra energy on.
Right.
But after that it's like, okay, I need peace and quiet.
Right.
That's how I recharge.
Mm-hmm.
But if you recharge through people, I feel like
I have a problem lah.
no. I think that's great. Yeah. Then how would you deal with during this whole pandemic, especially the first MCO? You were
Yeah.
we were talking about this a little bit just now before I shush you up. Like no. We're gonna
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about this on the podcast. So like everything shut down. Were you by yourself? Were you alone, or were you with family, or what?
I'm very fortunate because I stay with my mom and my brother.
Ah.
Yeah. And I think I want to prolong this till the day I die. No, because the thing is, right, I realize I can't stay alone. I don't want to stay alone.
Right.
Oh,
I was gonna
you
ask
feel the
you.
same- oh, okay.
No. I was gonna ask you.
I can't.
Ah.
I don't think I can.
You cannot.
I don't think I can stay alone.
Why
tau.
not? Why not? I'm very curious.
Okay, like you might assume that, because I talk all the time and all that at home when I'm very talkative, right? Tapi not necessarily. Like I think I talk, of course I talk. I'm not like the no lah, you know. But at the same time, there are times when I'm always in my room reading,
Yeah.
or like, now another uncle life thing, reading, and then like, sitting at night now, gonna light candle next to the bed, that kind of thing, which all started this year.
Essential oil ke semua?
So far not yet. You know, yeah,
Not
it's a
yet.
funny story to that, but not yet essential oil yet. But yeah, I was with my mom and my brother even till now. And if you were to ask me how did I cope, because I didn't really have a lot of human connections,
Yes.
compared to before.
Yeah.
Frankly, right, I think one of the blessings for me in this pandemic is that I found the balance. I also enjoy my own company now, but by my own company, I mean I don't need to go out all the time.
Yeah.
I can just talk to people on FaceTime or just WhatsApp or just watch a movie with my mom and my brother settle.
Yep.
You know, to me that's also something very different than what I normally did, in which I need to meet with people all the time, you know.
Yes.
But at the same time, I realized I am not a FOMO. Fear of missing out. Kan some people the type yang I need to follow. People are there. I need to go. I'm never like that.
I'm too old for that.
I'm too old. I feel like I've never been like that, tau.
Same.
You also, kan?
Yeah.
You know, I feel like, I don't know if I should feel blessed about that, because a lot of people felt miserable during the pandemic because they couldn't join people. I mean, not join apanya. No one was doing anything and join pula. But
Join
then
Zoom
again,
lah.
here's the invite
Join
link.
the
Please
meeting.
press, exactly. Or join Music Nation Speaks, right?
Aw.
But things like that, like, you know, like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I need to go out. Every Saturday, I need to do this, I never had those thoughts with me, you know. So I felt
Right.
like, if today I'm going to do nothing, I'm going to do nothing lah, you know. So I think what also helped me a lot was the fact that my mom and brother were around. They were my source of entertainment, source of gaduh, source of bad mood. Because, you know, unfortunately, right, whoever you stay with, they will see your bad mood and all that
Of
stuff.
course.
You know, unfortunately, it's my mom and my brother. If I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, they're like,
They
yo, here he goes again, you know, things like that lah.
That's
But-
me before I have my coffee. No, serious.
Oh my God. Can we get Joe coffee, please? Cappuccino, please?
I'm okay now.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Cancel. Abort. She's fine.
Abort.
Luckily, yeah. But if you all start seeing her bad mood, please. I'm the one in the other seat opposite her.
Yes.
Get coffee as soon as you see, like,
Yeah. So he will
oh, you're
kena.
burning.
Not me.
Stand by. Just stand by. Go by before. It's 9 plus already. CMCO close at 10. Go. Stand by.
Latih ke semua. So, which brings me back to, dealing with people.
Yeah.
And that is literally your job description. Well, not really, because what you were telling me was when you are in the studio, you are by yourself.
I know.
Right. So, for those of you who don't know, I think this is my second time saying this. Keanu is a radio host at Hits. So, malam, right?
Yes, 8 to 12.
Right, 8 to 12. Oh, that's a long time.
4 hours. Yes, of
4
non-stop
hours.
talking.
Non-stop talking and by yourself.
By myself.
Right.
Which drains me faster, actually.
Ah.
So my boss, if you not pair me up with someone, morning crew, one of these years can. Okay? Joe and Keanu. Sounds good, yeah?
I will laugh. I will be the sound effect while you talk. So,
Oh my God.
actually, tell me all about the radio host world. How did you get into it? Why did you get into it? And I know, you spilled some tea a little bit just
I
now
did?
about
I did, really?
Ryan Seacrest.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And I actually saw a very inspirational Instagram post of yours about your diary.
Oh, yeah.
That was so heartwarming. That was so
I felt like crying when I saw that because I forgot what I wrote when I was younger.
yeah. But then again, you journal, right?
I
When you
do.
were young.
Even till now.
Oh, there we go.
Every day.
Oh, let's talk about that. Okay, as well.
Oh, after this, okay.
Yeah, after that. So tell me all about, because I know nothing about it. I just plunged into this podcast thing because I wanted to learn more about people.
Right.
That's my whole thing, right? So how did you get into the hosting world with radio stations, things like that, and why?
Okay, it's gonna be pretty long, but I'll try
Go
to
for it.
summarize it. Okay, because Joe said 10 p.m. sharp. You sure? Did you tell that?
No.
Oh, producer, what? Oh, 12 a.m. Okay, we got all night. Great. 2.5 hours to go. Kidding. Okay, but
Yeah.
basically, this has always been my dream since I was 14.
Oh.
You know, sometimes, right, you just can't explain certain passion. Like, you don't know why it came.
Yeah.
But it just came, it sat there, and it stayed.
And you know that you're gonna do it.
Yeah, deep down, you feel like, I can't give this up, So when I was 14, I remember this. It was in my parents' room in our old house. It's like 2 houses back. American Idol was on 8TV. Okay, this one don't have Star Wars last time, okay? 8TV lah, jalan lah, right? 8TV, and I'm like, I'm Ryan Seacrest. This is American Idol. Like, that was his signature line. And that was the time when I was like contemplating, what do I want to be? What do I want to be? Because I felt like, I liked maths, apa semua, but I didn't want to pursue that full time. That kind of thing, And I knew I was not made for like the accountant life or maybe
The
being
desk
engineer.
job
9 to 5 kind of guy.
Yeah.
But then again, I was 14, so I was still very confused about the world.
Oh, yes.
What's out there for me. But when I saw Ryan Seacrest, it's just something which I still cannot explain till today.
Yeah.
I saw something in him that I was like, I want to be like this guy. I want to be like this guy. You know, I can't sing. I can't be like the contestants in American Idol.
Right.
But this guy, he talks and he gets paid for it, and he wears fancy suits. His hair is always pointy, and I wanted
And he's
that.
with all the stars.
He's with all the stars.
Yes.
And he was so fluent at everything that he said. You know, it's
Right.
like he could just lie and tell you that Donald Trump actually won the election. And you believe it. You know what I'm saying? He was so brilliant. I was like, I need to be like this guy. So you know what happened, Joe, after that?
What happened?
I Googled up like every day. I will never forget this.
Yeah.
It's a trait of mine from last time until now. If I'm inspired by someone, I will Google out what that person, watch videos about that person for like every day until I get bored. And by every day till I get bored, I could mean like it could take years sometimes.
Yes. Yep. Same. That my that person was Hayley Williams.
Ooh,
Paramore.
Paramore.
Yeah.
What song from Paramore can we?
That's what you get when you
Haley, please recognize us, Haley. Can you please be her next guest?
Oh my God!
My phlegm is so bad today. Talk so much, that's why.
It's okay. You're fine.
So I remember every day on the bed, you know, like other kids will be playing games and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, Ryan Seacrest.
Yes.
Ryan Seacrest. Every day, I
Yeah.
would stalk his Wikipedia and refresh it every day until I saw something new.
Yep.
I remember like memorizing, and you know what? I was that
Yeah.
crazy fanboy
Uh-huh.
who had like a page like Keanu Seacrest. You know, I still have that YouTube channel, Keanu Seacrest, and my Instagram page was filled with like his pictures, and I'm like, idol for life, muse for life. I went to school and I would tell people like, I'm Keanu Azman and this is American Idol, and people were like, yeah, we get it. You want to be a host? Okay, enough. Like seriously, I'm not even exaggerating. And then
Yeah.
that was, let's say, 2011 lah. And then I printed out pictures of him, put on my wall.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds creepy, but it's just purely an inspiration thing, guys. Okay, I'm not that
Yes.
wacky, like, I want to kill you. Or I'm obsessed. No, it's more of inspiration,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
So I put, I remember.
And
on my-
motivation.
and motivation.
Yeah,
Which I have
yeah.
no regrets about, actually, you know? And I remember, these are the pictures in my room.
Yeah.
Because I love show business from the get-go.
Mm.
There was a picture of Ryan Seacrest. Do you know Dick Clark? Okay, he was a radio announcer slash host back then in like the 70s, 60s. He was Seacrest's idol.
Oh.
Yeah. So you know like New Year's Rockin' Eve in New York? That's
yeah.
Dick Clark's. He started it. This is Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. And now Seacrest is hosting it. So can you imagine? It's like he took over the legacy, which I
Yeah.
find so inspirational.
Yeah.
So Ryan Seacrest, Dick Clark, Steven Spielberg, because I like
Yes.
to direct and produce.
Yes.
And then
You like to direct and produce?
I do.
Oh.
I actually produce some shows that is on YouTube. It's like my own one lah, not like for Astro or whatever lah.
Send
Not
me
yet,
some
not yet.
links.
I will.
Okay.
And then down there was Jericho. Do you know Jericho Rosales? He's a Filipino actor because a part of me wants to be an actor. And then beside that, I don't know who. Who are you? Please come forward. I forgot whose picture I put on my wall. But anyway, yes, that was 2011.
Yeah.
And then in school, I started emceeing school events. I said, I wanna volunteer. And teachers were like, you can, man. But I'm like, I want to try. I did screw up several times during my school days, you know,
Right.
where I was hosting.
Yeah.
And then this fella so stupid, nak go toilet. I just passed the mic to someone. Hey, you take over for a while. No, actually, I didn't pass. He asked me, you nak go toilet? Can I take over? I was like, okay, now go ahead. And apparently he said some racist remarks on stage. And it was dark, so people thought it was me. It was a dark hall.
Oh no!
I remember when I came back, they were like, Keanu, what did you say? Then I was like, it wasn't me. I went to the toilet. I didn't even know what he said till today. What did you say? They're like,
Who's that?
how could you pass the mic to him? I was like,
Because
"Oh my
I
God,
needed
what
a
did he
bathroom
say?"
break.
Yeah, but I just like, without asking the organizer, I just passed, you know.
Oh, right.
And I remember like crying. I was like, oh my God, I'll never be a host. I'll never be a good host. Things like that, like, you know. But the thing about passion is that you could make so many mistakes, but you don't punish yourself for it, I think.
Yes.
You just tend to feel like you get frustrated, but it's very momentary, you know.
Yes.
After a while, you're like,
Macam satu
push.
hurdle.
Yeah.
You
Lepas tu,
just-
kena push.
Yeah.
Kena push. So after that, fast forward to after SPM, I hosted some outside events, all like 50 ringgit per event, free of charge per event. And my parents would be like, they're not even paying you. How could you do this? But
Right.
it's hard to explain to your parents, lah, which I don't blame them because minyak and everything.
Yeah.
But I guess the journey to get there is never straight cut. You have no choice but to go through these things.
Yes.
Like how
And you created your own path.
true.
Yeah.
So when you, in hindsight, you don't regret it because when you look at it, oh my God, had I not gone through that, I wouldn't be where I am now.
Today.
Yeah.
Right.
When you compare like things like, for example, oh my God, I used to get paid this much for like a 4-hour event, that kind of thing. But at the
Right.
same time, I was an amateur. I needed to go through that, you know. So I don't blame. I mean, in a way, organizers, please stop it with your pay with exposure nonsense. you know.
Exposures don't pay rent, guys.
Precisely. Just increase the exposure of your pictures if it's underexposed. That's it. Okay. But basically, yeah, I had to go through all of those stages. And
Right.
then 2017, I would say, do you know 8TV Quickie?
Yeah.
With Marion Conter and Henry Golding once upon a time.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So I hosted the last season, which was already on YouTube. It was digital already. It was
Which
not on
year
ATV.
was that?
2016, 2017. I don't think you saw it
Oh,
already.
No. Because I was in the States then.
You were in the States.
Yeah.
You were
2015 to 2018.
Right. So she missed like the first 2 years of my career because she was like busy talking American, like in America.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm trying to get my
Like that.
degree, being broke as shit.
Trump
And
was
still
the
in debt.
president, right? Yeah.
Don't remind me.
Boo! Okay, sorry. No politics talks today, guys. Sorry. I got sidetracked a little bit. Okay,
Can if you want to open that can of worms, then you could have
Go Biden! Boo Trump! Okay, I'm done. Sorry. Oh my God, sorry. I got sidetracked. But anywho, yes. I hosted the last season of Quickie, which is already on digital platform. It was not on TV anymore.
So it's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. You
I
can search
see.
Keanu Azman Quickie and you'll find it. I was a terrible host, but yeah.
What is the definition of a good host and a terrible host?
I think it's very subjective lah. But to me,
Yeah.
as a host, as someone who was hosting the show, to
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
a bad host means someone who kept retaking and retaking. I was that kind of host, but I was like, oh my god, retake. Oh my god, please. Padahal director pun tak cakap cut.
I see.
But I kept, again.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Because
To
it's
me lah, that's
pre-recorded,
bad.
right?
It's pre-recorded. So I like live better actually.
Yeah, me too.
So thankfully, after Quickie,
Yeah.
2018, I was given a Malay show, feel good show, which was on NTV7.
Yeah.
It was my, did you know that show?
I know about
Were
the
you on the show before?
No.
Oh no, I thought you performed on the show. It was like, you're going on, you on the show? No. Oh, I like go back to the show. I thought I interviewed you, but then I terlupa or something.
No. I mean, we do hear about these shows lah. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So I did the show for 1 year. So I was, and I hosted with some of
But
my
you were
idols.
very young then.
I was 21. This is 2018.
Woody.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, timing
had
was so
balls.
perfect. Huh?
You had balls.
Do I still have? Let me check. I still, okay, thank God. I think it's there. I think so. Okay.
Keanu, you're giving me so much life.
Sorry, guys. No disclaimer at the start of this episode. Sorry.
But it takes so much courage to just plunge yourself into, like NTV7 or 8TV, things like that.
And I was surprised that I got it, tau.
Right.
Because
right.
the NTV7 show, prior to that, my Malay was not very good. I'm a Malay yang Melayu teruk nak mampus. Like how Chinese banana, for example, right? I'm Malay banana. I'm Malena.
Malena.
I mean, nak kata teruk sangat, not really lah. But it was
Yeah.
very formal. Like, when you talk with people, if it's conversational, it's different. But on TV, there's a certain formality.
Yeah.
I was bad at that because I was like, it's on live TV. It's supposed to be very relaxed live TV show. I was like this.
Right.
Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, segmen yang pertama, ya Allah, aku fikir perhimpunan sekolah ke masalahnya. Tak kan? But still, so one whole year and then the show got cut off. The whole channel, they rebranded. So I was like, oh my God, where do I go? That was when Hits called me. And the thing is, I did not even plan on going to radio. I applied to so many other companies after the show ended.
Right. Because you
No
want to
callback.
be...
I want to be on TV.
TV, yes.
I want to host. That was like the prime thing I wanted,
Yeah,
hosting. So
yeah.
when that was taken away from me, I felt so sad and depressed for a while. Like, oh my God. I remember a time when I sat by the pool of my previous condo. I was just thinking like, what do I do? Do I go back to study? Because I was young, kan? Do I go and do my degree? Or do I find other jobs? Because no one was answering me. No one was responding, And I even contacted my previous lecturer who taught me mass communications. I said, what do I do? Because she knew this
People.
industry, the people and the landscape of the industry. Then she said, Keanu, like, maybe you should go back to go and study.
Right.
So I went to Segi University. Literally, I paid the deposit already, down payment deposit, which is non-refundable. Which is more than $1,000 by the way. Because I thought, tak apa, it's okay lah what to do. It's investment for my education. Guess what lah, the universe will only give you what you want at the right time. Not according to your time, but when it's the right time.
Yes.
Dot.
Yes.
A week after that, Hits called me. Can we have a chat with you? Okay.
Sure.
I went there, but I really did not think they wanted me to be an announcer because I thought it's like, hosting their YouTube channel ke, something like that ke, which
Right.
it exists, digital talent, for
Right.
example. I went there, they were like, oh, we're looking for a night announcer. And I was like the solo show? They were like, yeah. And then I was like, me?
Are you sure?
They were like, yeah, but we're gonna try you out first. We're trying a few other people. I remember how cocky I was. Not to them, to like in general. I was so, okay. So I tried and everything. They gave me their remarks lah. Who are my
So it's like
current bosses.
audition lah.
Yes, So they're my current boss, Priya and Navin. Shout out, I love you guys. Priya and Navin, shout out. So they tested me. They said like your timing is still very TV because TV is very lengthy. You can be like,
Right.
Radio is very tight. But listeners don't really realize that when you're driving.
Yeah.
But how we have got a tight timing and everything, 30-second mark and all that stuff. Unless it's breakfast show, it's different. But the normal shows, we've got a time to actually reach,
Right.
And then, on the way back home, my mom asked me, how was it, sayang? I'm not going to get it lah. It's okay. I don't want to do radio anyway. Sumpah, I said this. I have the text also. I still have it. It's okay. It's not like I get it anyway. The next day, they called me. You got the part. I was like, I was at the breakfast table. I was like, my mom was beside me. I'm like, okay. So how soon do you need an answer? By this evening. All right, sure. What do I do now? Do I take it? Do I not take it? Because I did not plan for it. I did not even envision myself doing radio after one whole year of doing something I really love, which was TV.
Yeah.
So that basically sums up how I got to hits. A very unexpected journey, which I did not plan at all. But I'm grateful that I got here. I love hits so much.
Yeah. What about hits? Because I grew up listening to hits.
Same.
Right? So from 1, from 2, and then all the
Gotcha.
Exactly. Oh, don't even get started on the gotcha thing. Anyways, because of the recent thing, like I am on the they had the Anyways, so anywho, the PC thing is kicking in.
PC thing. Yeah. Psh, you know,
Sure.
Yeah. I gotcha a cup of water. How about that? Does that help with the whole situation?
Not really, but
I
here
didn't
you
drink
go.
anything yet. Thank you. I gotcha myself a cup of water.
A cup of water. So with I grew up with hits, and we grew up with hits.
Yep.
So it's very nostalgic, thing
Right.
that and it's it to me it's I'm quite sad actually now that most of because I teach, right, so some of my students are teenagers and things
Right.
like that, and they don't know about hits. Because everyone is going through
Digital.
Yes, Spotify ke, podcast ke,
Exactly.
Things like that. And so is that why you transition? Not to say transition, but is that why you started your own The 20s show?
That 20s show, why I started it. It's because I faced a really tough year last year, unexpectedly. Because I was 22 last year. And I think early 20s is the years where you just don't understand anything about life. Like, why is this happening to me? At one point, you're very happy. Another point, you're so sad and down. I went through a downward spiral for the most part
With
last
what?
year. I had insomnia and everything, which I didn't understand why I had that. Like, I had to even be medicated for my sleep to that extent,
Okay.
Yeah, so, and then I was talking to a lot of people around me in my age group. And a lot of them were saying, yeah, I'm going through this too after a breakup, after this, after that. Then I realized, oh my God, this is a crazy decade. Because so many things are happening and you don't know how to maneuver.
Yes.
It's like, oh my God, I'm dealing like I just broke up. What do I do? I'm just gonna stay in my room till this goes away. Padahal it's not an overnight thing.
Yeah.
But how does a 20-year-old understand that? Like how we understood things in our teens and in our 20s different.
Very different.
Both probably naive, but in different ways.
Yeah.
In our
And
in
who
our
we
teens,
are as a person changes as
we
well.
evolve. We evolve. And evolving is not something that's always linear.
Yes.
And at the same time, I also see that people always think that stepping out of your comfort zone is a great thing. Everyone needs to do that. But no one talks about how the discomfort is terrible.
How freaking uncomfortable
It is.
Yeah.
That period can be crappy because frankly, in hindsight, like now thankfully I can sleep already. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Rabin, for helping me for 10 months.
What were you on? Like
It was
medication.
I forgot what it's called already. But it's like half a pill I have to take like every night. And then I have to go and see him again. How's your sleep? I mean, the thing is, right, I clearly things that doesn't just happen. It definitely, there's something deep rooted, like,
Yes.
So it took a while to really dive deep into myself. Like, oh, gini. Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
gini.
Oh, gini. Oh, gitu ya. Oh, gini ya, understanding a lot of things. But then people around me were going through similar stuff, in different ways. Like, for example, some of them couldn't get out of bed or just like, hated the fact that they hated their job and everything. And they were contemplating, should I leave my job or should I stay longer? Things like this where who even has the answer to that? It's really about perception and also what you do after that, things like that.
And understanding yourself as a person.
Very true.
Right?
Which not many people take time to do.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to help myself. Basically that 20 show ni is macam therapy tapi tak nak bayar lah.
Just like what I'm doing now.
Exactly. This is one session, okay? Later we bill each other. I'm kidding. But through that 20 show, you get to learn, like how you're learning from different guests.
Yes.
I'm learning it from different guests too. Every episode. Even if episode 1 and episode 5, let's say the context is the same, like, because I get celebrities on the show to talk about the crap that they went through in their 20s.
Yeah.
Let's say episode 1 was, who was my first guest? Okay. Let's say it was, do you know Razif Hashim? He's a TV host. Okay, so let's say Razif is in episode 1. Episode 4 was, let's say, Luna Dira, one of our singers, right? Let's say 1 and 4.
I love Nadir.
I love so much.
Yeah.
So let's say episode 1 and episode 4.
Yeah.
Same thing, like, oh yeah, I was depressed after a heartbreak. Same thing, but it's how they went through it that was
Yes.
different, which I found
The methods,
amazing.
right? Their
The
own.
methods, our coping mechanisms,
Yeah.
and everything.
And how they think about things, right?
Which helped me a lot, actually. Because, like, oh my God, why did I not think of that?
Right?
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how often do we get to have a proper sit-down conversation with people that we admire or
I know.
people that, who has their life so publicly displayed,
Right.
and you don't know and you think that they have it all,
Yeah.
right? And before this, I would think that, oh, Keanu's always happy, but we know that that's not the case.
Of course, no one's always happy. We wish.
Right? But how do people deal with it? That's
Yeah.
not something that people talk about a lot because
Exactly.
it's like, oh, don't air your dirty laundry to others, right? But
That's why people keep suppressing.
yes,
You know,
yes.
and it's not a show where I want people to feel extra depressed than they already are, for example,
Right.
It's more of I want people to relate to their favorite artist whom they've put on a pedestal for a long time. Like, oh, this person, oh my God, great life, 100,000 followers, post pictures
Ay,
all
nak
the time,
juga.
happy, nak juga. Why I dah post TikTok tak naik pun, these kind of things, right? I don't like, I thankfully I've never felt like that about any artist. I've always been like, halah, ya ke happy sangat pun. Like if you happy bagus lah. Tapi kalau tak, it's okay, we the same, So I want people to relate as well.
that they're only human.
They're only human.
Yes.
They're only human. We all are. It doesn't matter if you're a minister ke yang patut dia berkepuk every month masuk ke.
Yeah.
You could be like a director of a huge company. You can buy your wife bags ke apa ke. And celebrities, red carpet shows, wearing Dior, wearing Chanel, this and that semua.
Yeah.
They could be walking down a red carpet while having something in their mind that's bugging them so much. Like,
Right.
I'm wearing the most expensive dress I've ever worn.
I have the best makeup on. I look beautiful.
Beautiful. Everyone loves me, commenting, you cantik, this and that. But on the inside, they're stressed about something.
Right.
Everybody has issues.
Right.
That's what I wanted to talk about on the show,
So what made you have that idea?
My own issues. When I felt like, hey, I'm going through this. What if this person is also going through this? And then slowly I realized that even though we have different problems,
Right.
but there's an intersection somewhere. Like, for example, one of the intersections is we're all in our 20s, bloody hell. This is a bad packet. And second is things like,
Yeah.
how we cope. Like, oh my God, I tried that too. And then the best part about the show for me, I mean, not for the public, but for me, is that I think I've already recorded maybe around 25 episodes,
Yeah.
25, 30 episodes.
Quite a lot, yeah.
I realized I also progressed how I think along the way.
Yeah.
From like the first few episodes, I was like, when they were telling me like when they were what they were going through, I was like, oh my God, stressnya hidup ni. Oh my God, sumpah tak tiba. I was like, I get you. Hati aku mampus lah aku baru 23 ni. 7 more years in this bloody decade, Like, I feel like I've lived 100 years, a century of being in my 20s.
Listening to you.
Padahal baru 3 years, right?
Yeah.
Tapi along the way, my perspectives have shifted in certain ways lah. For example, I no longer beat myself up if I wake up in a bad mood
Yeah.
or if I feel uneasy about something. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
Just let it slide. Eventually, it's gonna go. Daripada dulu, I'm like, no, I can't feel like this.
Right.
Which is something that happens when we don't really try to understand ourselves. Tau.
Yes.
We feel like this is not right.
Yes.
There is an idea of a perfect life, and I'm not living that.
Yep.
Something is wrong somewhere.
And then we're always in the pursuit. Like chasing.
Something that doesn't exist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess it grounds us all to know more about other people and to know more about ourselves.
Yeah. If we can have the understanding and the empathetic listening thingy, for other people, then, like because we draw, I feel like we do draw who we are as a person. We take a little bit from this person.
True.
A bit from that person.
Yes.
Right? So it's like, oh, I like that. I like what you're saying. So let me take this.
Yes.
And when we're exposed to so many good people who are trying to do good things and especially the 20s show, the theme is what you went through in your 20s and how
you came out
overcame.
alive. That's what I keep saying. Now. How do
Exactly.
you come out alive out of your 20s, actually?
Right. So how they came out alive,
Yeah.
right? So, and then you're like, oh, let me try this, let me try that. And then eventually you have all these tools in your toolbox to help you overcome the next thing and the next thing.
Right.
Right?
That's also why I like podcasts, because you're learning something,
Yeah.
but because a lot of people are watching, they're also learning something from both of us.
Exactly.
If I could share something from my last guest, can I just share
Of
something?
course, yes.
Which is something I found very powerful that I hope you and people out there watching could
Yeah.
benefit from.
Yeah.
So this is one rapper, Aman Ra. Budak flat, budak flat, budak flat, budak flat. Aman Ra, love you so much, budak. I love you so much, budak flat.
I have the biggest crush on
Oh
Aman
my
Ra.
God, I don't blame you. He is the man.
And he's amazing at what he does. Oh my God. I saw him the last time on at the B. But anyways, carry on.
No, you carry on first. At the B, and then
And it was
did you
amazing.
feel like, hi, Joe?
No, I
No.
was too...
You cannot starstruck.
Yeah, I'm very Sagan, first of all. Like,
Okay.
and I don't like the... Oh my God.
Yeah.
No.
But you are charging, yeah? Joe, nice to meet you. Padahal, oh my God. Oh my
Inside I'm dying.
Aman Ra. Padahal on the outside macam ni.
Hi.
Macam ni, who are you? Cik? You are? Oh, you the Aman Ra guy, is it? Oh, okay.
Oh,
I heard about you.
Budak flat, guys.
Budak flat, is it? Oh,
Oh,
cool.
nice song,
No, cik. You're right. Padahal on
And then on the inside-
biggest fan. Touch my hand now. I'm never gonna watch this hand ever. So what he shared
Yeah.
was so powerful. Multiple things that he shared. So the first thing that I really liked from his episode, he said, kids these days need to understand that we were all born happy. We learn to be depressed.
Yes.
No one was born depressed. We learn to be depressed.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my God. There were other things that he said that I felt was so powerful. Oh my God. It's okay. If you want to know, you go watch, okay?
Yes, go watch Keanu's podcast.
Short, okay? Short.
Where do we find you?
Can say
Can, of course.
Okay, it's on SYOK. That's the app where the podcast is on.
Ah.
So short, it's like, hey, short, yeah, it's called SYOK. You
Okay.
search it on the App Store, Play Store, Huawei App Gallery.
Yeah.
I think there's already a bumper. Like once you open the app, there's a highlighted one like, listen now, Keanu Azman and Aman Ra. So and then it leads you there. Okay, half an hour only, guys. Half an hour only.
Why only half an hour?
Actually, 2 hours, but I edited it out because I scared people like don't like to hear my voice too much. So I like never mind.
Boy,
You know.
just leave it on. Leave the
But
whole
this
thing on.
one, 2 hours. You see? Almost gonna be one. After this, 2 hours. Okay?
Right. So, okay. This is a question that I've been wanting to ask.
Okay.
You've been doing so many episodes, podcast episodes, right? What is the one thing that you have learned from doing this, from talking to people? Like, what is the one trait that is common with everybody? One trait.
Everyone was once depressed. Like I know we're laughing about this, but I know it's a no laughing matter. But at the same time, I feel like we get depressed at one point of our lives. Everybody,
Yeah.
our parents, us, our family members, our siblings, everyone. Which is worrying, but at the same time, to me, it's always about how we get out of it.
Yeah.
Or, maybe there's no such thing as getting out
Getting
of that.
out,
But it's
yeah.
more of like, how do we understand ourselves from it? What do we take
Yes.
out from it?
Yes.
It's all about perspective.
How do we manage?
How do we manage?
Yeah. So, for me, like this is for me personally.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever experienced depression,
Good.
and I don't know how it feels like. I don't know. I don't know what
Yep.
it is personally.
Yep.
But I do know that one way when I do feel sad or when
Yep.
I feel extreme emotions, one useful tool that I've learned is, and this is some people might call it woo stuff, ke apa ke. It works, okay?
Okay.
But for me, it's about detachment.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I'm sad, I am not sad. Let me rephrase it. I am not. I notice there is sadness.
Right.
Yeah, in here,
Yep.
right? But I don't associate myself with the thing.
Yeah.
And another thing is to view it from above. Like let's say our emotion is like a river. Instead of being in the stream along with it,
Right.
you are just viewing from above.
Ooh. I've not thought of it that way before. Wow.
For me personally. So
Which is beautiful. That's why I love how everyone interprets it differently.
Yeah.
It's like art. You could actually have an art there, and one person said, "Oh, I see a cow. Huh? See that? I see a raccoon. Huh? I see a human head, for example. You know, it's like
what kind of pills are you on?
exactly ecstasy. Huh? What's happening? Where you get? I want some.
DMT.
Just kidding. Everyone in the room that, Hayo, give us some as well.
Don't judge. Don't judge.
But yeah, it's about interpretation.
Yeah.
And also through the episodes that I've done, no one has ever given me one specific answer
Right.
that is similar to the rest. It's
Right.
different but the same.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's in a
yeah.
similar context, but it's like, oh my god, this person said something similar to the other guest. But I get it. Like, and then over time I realized, oh my god, okay, maybe one thing that I took out from most of the episodes was really about self-reflections, you know, how the worst of times calls for the best of introspection.
Yes.
You know, if you don't go through pain,
Yeah,
you won't. There's no solid enough reason to change or to reflect.
Say that again. The worst of times. Listen, kids. Listen. Uncle Keanu is talking. The worst of times.
The worst of times calls for the best introspection and reflections. You know,
Yes.
because especially this is something that I said to my mom at the start of this pandemic, and I up till this day I feel like, how did I think of that? You know, like, can that be in a book, please?
Yeah.
I know this is not like a cocky thing, you know. It's like something that I realized, oh my god, you can literally get an analogy or a metaphor from
Yeah.
anything and everything.
Yeah.
You know how earlier this year, when we had the first MCO, can flatten the curve was like the 8 line, you know, let's flatten the curve, flatten the curve.
Yes.
Did we like going through it? We did not. Obviously, who likes to stay at home, only go buy groceries pula beratus sampai 1 jam, sakit hati, you know. But that was beyond our control. We had no choice to flatten the curve.
Yeah.
And that's what I realized about emotions also. Let's say, like you said, you don't know if you've been through depression, right? I don't know if I've been through depression too, but I've been through sad moments, which everyone goes through, you
Right,
know?
right.
Or a period where we just don't feel like ourselves.
Yeah. Or just last week, like
Huh.
there was so much. Because I think I'm just like, oh, okay, let's go. You know, very like, okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
And then it just takes me a while to settle down, to really process what happened. And I just cried for 2 days straight. And then my friend was like, why are you crying? And then I was like, I don't know, but I need someone to talk to, you know,
my
that kind of
God.
thing. But I,
Girls always go through this,
honey, once a month, okay.
Okay. I gotcha.
But it wasn't that, you know, like it's like,
It wasn't that, yeah.
yeah, different people process emotions and how they deal with things differently.
Very differently.
Yeah, and for me, it feels so good to just cry it out. And then the next day, after 2 days, I'm like, okay, I'm good as new.
But you know what? That's one thing. Okay, sorry. Let me just go patah balik about my analogy pasal flatten the curve sikit. kan?
Yeah.
So yeah, when I told my mom, I said like, you know what, honestly, because I still had my sleeping problems at that time. But I said I knew what I needed to do. For example, let's say before bed, you know, like cannot check your phone and all that, right?
Yeah.
Padahal dulu boleh je. How come now tak boleh? I was angry at myself. I'm like, why? Why suddenly now I have to do all these alterations in my life, you know?
Yeah.
But then when I looked at it again, I'm like, oh my God, this is another case of flattening the curve. You know, this pandemic, right? Do we like staying indoors? We don't, but we have no choice.
Yeah.
Because, well, yes, previously we didn't have to do this. Life was fine.
Yes.
But something hit really hard and we have no choice but to adhere to whatever that is thrown to us, you know? Stay at home. We
Yes.
hate it, but we know that we have to do this to get back to the normal life.
Yes.
Same thing with like going through a pit of depression
Whatever. That
or
hit us.
that hit us.
Yeah.
For example, let's say you're going through a breakup. And like you're like, oh, I want to stalk my ex so badly, right? It's bad.
It's no.
It's no. Okay, we say it again, like okay, we do it again. 1,
Yeah.
3. It's no. Okay, you got us. Good. Yeah, you didn't get it's on you lah. Huh? That's adding another 6 months of suffering and misery. Okay. So yeah, you know, it's like you know that the urge to macam tengok balik because okay, yes, we're supposed to stay indoors.
Yeah.
But boleh je aku lari keluar sebenarnya. Kena tangkap. But I can go out. It's not
Yeah.
like kena ikat dengan handcuff. You know,
Yeah.
dekat dalam rumah kita. You can go out, but you know it's not the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Same thing with like trying to recover from bad times.
Yes.
Let's say you tengah like so stressed out apa semua ni kan, and like you know the best thing to do is not to check social media, for example.
Right.
But you still want to check.
Yes.
You're not flattening the curve of your own
Of
feelings, your
yourself.
emotions, you know.
Yes.
So then when I told my mom said, "Hey, that's a good theory." Yeah, kan?
And it's amazing that you really should expand on this. I think it's an amazing analogy.
You
and
think so?
Yeah, flattening curve of the mind.
I never
yourself.
thought until that time. I said, "Eh, betul
yeah.
juga." You know, because it's again, it's getting out of your comfort zone. It doesn't feel right.
Yes.
But long term, you know that's the right thing to
Yeah.
do.
And implementing discipline, we think that it's so hard and it's such a difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's easy. It's definitely hard.
Yeah.
But you deserve it.
Yeah.
We as an individual, we deserve the best that we can give ourselves.
Yeah.
Because if not us, who else? Are you going to
Exactly.
depend on your parents forever? Are you going to depend on your partners forever? No.
Right.
It has to start for us so that
Right.
we then can take care of other people. Other
Very
people
true.
can get the best of us.
Very true.
Right? So I do feel that it's hard to, half an hour before bed, I cannot scroll, but I
Right.
really want to. But how is that going to do for your sleep tonight, right? Or they say, okay, don't drink before you for those of you who are drinking, like something that I read that's pretty cool was alcohol. You know, some people, they say when you drink, it's you sleep better. But why?
Oh,
is
yeah,
that?
yeah.
You know, yeah. So, but at it's actually a suppressant. It doesn't actually give you good sleep, you know. So how do you feel the next morning? Do you ask yourself that? And how do you resist the urge and things like that, right? So
Right.
do you deserve to have discipline being implemented on so that not only do we get it's not only about instant gratification.
Yep.
It's about the longevity
So
of your
true.
life, kan?
So true.
Yeah.
Like you might think that, oh, same thing only ma. For example, if I run out of the house now, okay, if you run out of the house now, you're out of the house.
Yeah.
If you lock yourself in until the pandemic is over,
Yeah.
yes, you'll be out of the house later on. But like you say, it's a long-term thing.
Yes.
You know, you might see like, alah, but the after effects is the same ma. I'm outside, right? Yeah. But if you leave outside now, sekejap je. And then bye, masuk penjara.
And
But
1,000
and 1,000
ringgit.
Exactly. And that is not fine. You know what I'm saying? That's not fine. But
Yeah.
if you wait a little longer,
Yeah.
which we all hate, but it's something necessary to do,
Yes.
later on, settle. I'm out without a mask. I mean, this is when it's over, not now. You know,
Ah.
like, I can live life normally. Again, travel, this and that later. Now nak buat macam tak boleh, what to do?
Yes. And it's all for the greater good of everybody else, not just for ourselves.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So speaking of, I had a question just now. I forgot.
My fault. Talking too much.
No, but it's amazing because then, you know how they say, like, when you're really in the moment and you're going with the flow, right?
Yeah.
You're not thinking about, what to ask. And
Yeah,
then-
yeah.
But one thing that I love about your thingy, your thingy.
It's a thingy.
Sorry.
It's a thingy, okay?
With your show and how you are as a moderator, who you are as a host, right? You take notes. You know.
You know, I
very
learned that from
proper.
someone.
Siapa?
This Indonesian actor. His name is Reza Rahadian. Have you heard of him? He's also in my wallpapers. He got two idols. Above here, Ryan Seacrest.
Yes.
Down here is Reza Rahadian.
Oh.
Another person I really respect in the industry.
Yeah.
He is someone he's an actor, but he's very passionate. So it's not just about acting. He likes to do sessions with like producers, script writers and all that. Because I did live before I saw those things. But what I realized is he takes notes.
Yeah.
He takes notes because he wants to learn afterwards. It's not just about, it's about recapping. But at the same time, I keep those notes in my drawer tau. So if anytime I want to open balik, watching it is one thing, but writing is different, kan?
Yes.
Just like writing notes on your phone and journaling, different.
Very
The
different.
effect when you see like, oh my god, I wrote this at this time. Oh my god, I wrote this when that person said this is what I gathered from what he or she said.
Yep.
You know, so that actually helped me a lot. Shout out Reza Rahadian, you're amazing.
No. And another podcast host that I really enjoy is Tim Ferriss.
Ooh, I've not heard this one.
He's the author of the 4-Hour Work Week.
Ooh.
Amazing. But he and Joe Rogan, very, very different.
Right.
Like my top 2 podcast shows that I listen
Right.
to. Joe Rogan is like the bullshit kind, you know, like you can say whatever you want, you can smoke whatever you want, drink whatever you
Wow,
want, and you just
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but still amazing interview, very honest, very genuine in its sense. Right?
Yeah.
But Tim Ferriss is more proper. Like he will take notes, he will, ask questions.
Oh, got visual also.
Yeah. Ada. I think. I don't know. I don't know.
Right,
actually.
right.
But Apple
he
Podcast
asks
lah.
questions after that.
Yeah.
Even though lah nak finish, but you said this. There's a
Yes,
continuity.
Exactly. Let me recap on this. Oh, speaking of which.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you got the
I thought
question.
about
You got the question, guys. Woo! She found it.
Oh, finally.
What is it?
So it's actually about sponsorships.
Okay.
Right. So I'm very curious about it because I'm very curious about how you go about it. And I have a kind of like a feeling about it because one, I do appreciate when, okay, you know,
Just us only. She's like, how to say it in the most formal?
Yeah,
How to ask
I have
for
to
like,
keep
yeah,
it kind of
just
PC.
use F word, all it's okay, come ask.
cannot. Parents are watching.
Oh, auntie. My mom also, mama.
Exactly.
She see me curse at home sometimes.
Hello. So, like, I used to be a bit against sponsorships or
Right.
you know that kind of thing because I do feel that the influencers who were sponsored they
Not genuine.
yeah they weren't being honest
Yep.
or genuine about it.
Yep.
And so I never really looked into the route of sponsorships.
Right.
So what is your motto about it? How did you get into it? And what are some of the ways that we could, you know, like, what are the importance of sponsorships?
Right.
Especially for, you know, individuals like us who are trying to make a brand out of ourselves.
Right.
You know?
Right. The thing is, right, the first thing I always believe when it comes to collaborations and sponsorships is you got to know where you stand and what you believe in. There are some influencers out there who are just like, oh, you want to sponsor this? I take. I am very selective of what I accept, actually. I've rejected several offers, especially when it comes to like skincare products. I'm very selective.
Ah, you don't need.
Because my makeup already, like, it covers everything. Thank you. Na, na, What song is that? You know, no? Na, 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 na.
Which one?
Never mind. Branding. Kidding. I'm not wearing anything today. But yeah, skincare, like, especially whitening products, obviously it's not good lah, you know.
Yeah.
Whitening ke, or I mean, these could be brands that are, let's say it's like a facial scrub, whatever.
Yeah.
It could be good for certain individuals, but to me, it's not my branding.
Yeah.
Because by profession, right, I'm a host and I'm a radio announcer. I never like it when people say like, you influencer. I'm not an influencer. I tak layak jadi influencer and I tak nak pun jadi influencer. There's a whole community for that, which is great. But at the same time, I don't wanna jumble up my profession as a host and announcer and then mix it to be like, okay guys, today I'm promoting this product. If you realize, right, I only do it for food.
Ah, yeah.
That's it, food. Because I enjoy eating, you know.
Same.
Oh my God, who doesn't love food? It makes the world go round, right, Joe?
Us too.
Oh my God, where's the food? Sponsor us. It's not too late. We'll give you the address after this.
Yeah.
So I only take food and I don't charge any of the food reviews actually. I never charge because again, I'm not an influencer.
Understand.
You know, and if they are trying, if some people are trying to say like you're ruining the market, basically I'm not even in the market to begin with. I'm not even in the influencer community.
Right.
I'm just a host whom people like giving food to, and to me, food. This is me again. I'm not an influencer. If you're an influencer, you have every right to charge if you have a lot of followers and your target audience literally.
But what even is an influencer?
Okay, good question. Let's establish that.
Yeah.
First, okay? For me,
Yes.
I think an influencer has to be someone with a cause. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be like something like, oh, you know, like animal shelter advocacy thingy, or like cancer awareness. If like that, that's great lah. But to me, even if you're promoting makeup brands ke apa ke, you have to be genuine. Like you said just now, genuine very important. People can sniff if you are acah genuine tapi you tak genuine.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
There are some influencers yang I memang respect. Yang macam they will say like, well, yeah, they gave me this. It's good, but honestly, it doesn't go with my skin. But it could be yours. Itu I suka because at least they're honest. Daripada yang okay, you boleh beli ni. Dia macam RM5. Okay, dekat pharmacy dekat your house. Best. Tak try pun. Best. I just got this. Thank you so much. You can buy it. Okay, best. Bloody hell, you didn't even try it to begin with. You know.
Oh.
That to me, they think they're influencers, but to me, they're not influencers.
I understand.
And
I think that's why Jen
Jen is
she's
brilliant,
amazing.
man.
Yeah.
Jen Chia is
Yeah, yeah.
amazing, man.
Yeah.
She is the epitome of an influencer.
I understand.
Okay. In short, I think influencers, they need to be people who put in the work to put stuff out there.
Yep.
Even if it's not about followers. To me, even if you have only like 500 followers, 100 likes, for example, but if you put in the editing and everything for a product or anything, that's an influencer. But kalau setakat macam ni, nice or not baju I? I just bought semalam. Itu Instagram model. You are good looking. You wear nice clothes. You are an Instagram model because people like seeing you. Photogenic. But do you have that influential qualities where like you post orang beli and you even and bukan setakat tu, it's also you put in the work juga.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I like this brand, but how else, instead of just posing, how else do I market it?
Right.
You know, do I do a video? Like, yes, there's a cup, but there's so much to do with this glass of water. You know, it could be just be like, "Chika, nice or not?"
And then lighting.
And then lighting and all that.
Everything.
Things like the technicalities.
Right.
You know, it could be like it's just a glass of water.
Right.
But it's like the angle, it's also your caption, things like that you really put in the effort.
Yeah.
Takkan macam, I've got 2 million followers. I'll snap a photo I post. You're just a famous person online. You're just famous.
Right.
But influencer, by default, it means you are influencing people to do something, to buy something, to
Right.
believe in something, you know?
To believe in something.
To believe in
Yeah,
something, very
yeah.
important. If you don't believe in it, people can tell.
Yeah.
You cannot fake it, you know? So back to your question about my sponsorship take, right?
Yeah.
I just believe that you gotta partner up with companies or brands that you believe in. That's one. If you haven't tried it, tak apa.
Yeah.
But if it's in the same group as something, for example, I like food, hantar je lah. Asalkan kau tak hantar aku macam
Same.
send, okay? My mom commented tadi, no cursing. I saw that. See, your mom is fine about it. Your mom didn't say anything. You guys, Haya, curse.
My mom gave up already. So.
She left. Haya, these two talk so long. Bye. I'm asleep first. She said. But yeah, find brands that you believe in.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to just say no to brands that is not even part of your image. Like I remember people were like, dulu when we start, we're people pleasers lah.
Yes.
You know, like how do I say no?
Yes.
But after a while, you realize that
you have to set your own boundaries.
you need to. If not, how do you position yourself?
Of course.
Like you go to a library, there's a section where like non-fiction, fiction. Ni main ambil je. Where you are? I don't know lah. Just fine lah. It's somewhere in fiction, non-fiction somewhere. What category are you
Fantasy.
anyway? Fantasy. That's it. Like fantasy dia tahu horror fantasy tadi.
Boleh juga. Some days it be like that though.
Oh my God. My life is a mixture of genres. Sometimes a mystery, sometimes horror. But you need to know where you stand. You need to know what you believe in.
Yeah.
You know. So now, I realize that okay, certain things I really don't want to say yes to. Even when it comes to events, ke apa ke. You know. So it applies to sponsorships as well. It's not wrong to take it as long as, like you said, you are genuine.
Yeah.
While being politically correct. Kalau macam don't sponsor, that's why it's important to choose which brands you take. Because you simply take everything and then you feel guilty. How do I talk bad about this brand?
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Because I have to agree to it. But if you pernah try the brand or you
Yes.
write good stuff about it, but research pun about these brands juga, you know, very important.
Search.
Daripada setakat ambil. Best. Beli tu je. Line dia. Tak ada effort langsung macam ni.
Best.
Hai korang. Thank you tau. Pancake baru hantar air gelas ni. Thank you. Best. Pergi beli ke? Minum. What even? Adik aku boleh buat lah. He's only 11 boleh buat lah. Hi guys. He can do a much better job, okay? So, yeah guys, be selective. It's not wrong to select what you believe in and to
Right.
select what you want to put up on your platform.
Yes. And to know that, you have to know what you or your brand stand for.
Which can take time, but take all the time you need. Eventually, you're going to find it.
Right. Oh, okay. It gives me a lot of things to think about actually, because I honestly, I've been very, very lucky. Like I started this, like you know, what Zoom, MCO, nothing to do, right? But then Jared reached out, Jared from Major Music.
Shout out to Jared. Shout out to Jared.
Jared and Jimmy, and of course Kenneth, Daniel,
Kenneth.
and
Woo.
Mao. They are a great team. Like we have cameras here now. I never thought that I would have, be able to. This is not work for me, like.
It does not feel like work for me too. I love it so much. I
Yeah.
just don't want it to end.
Right. So it's like.
Is this tone going towards the outro? I'm a bit scared already now.
No.
Oh,
No. There's so much more. So for me, it's now. At first, it was just by myself.
Yeah.
So I could like, oh, 9 o'clock cannot lah. Okay lah, 10 lah. Or this week cannot. Okay, never mind next week.
Right.
But now when you're involving so many, not so many, like it's just 5 of us, 5 or 6 of us.
But when you have a team with you,
Yes. And that's where we need to kind of like think about, you know, who we are as a brand.
Right.
What do we stand for? What kind of guests do we want to take in? But I do believe, you know, because it's not like, oh, it's major music. It's a separate thing. I don't
Right.
think so. It's just all of us believe in this podcast.
Yeah.
And I really thank them for, you know, placing that trust on me.
of course.
But you know, so my point is I'm very lucky, but also we are still growing and we're always evolving, and to get to the point where it is beneficial for all of us monetarily, it will take some time. But that's
Right.
where, you know, sponsorships come in. That's where
Yes.
we need to put this when we want to do it on a bigger scale lah. So what are the plans that you have for your podcast or your own branding? You know, we talked a little bit about you acting.
Oh,
you
yo.
know, so spill the tea.
My future plans, is it?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
I want to achieve and all that.
Yeah.
I think next year, I want to start YouTubing. People have been asking me like, oh, you got no YouTube channel lah? No YouTube channel lah? Then I was like, hey, I'm not
Don't
funny
you
enough.
have one?
I have, but I'm not very active. Like I post, like I mind post anything I want tau. Like podcast kejap, itu kejap.
Right.
Like there's no, like honestly, if anything, my YouTube channel does not have a solid branding. Not yet lah. You know?
So consistency is one thing.
It's so important, and
Yeah,
yet
yeah.
mine is so inconsistent. Kejap
Right.
post itu, kejap post ini. So next year I'm trying to like fine tune that a bit. I think, you know, really come up with something I can do consistently.
Yeah, yeah.
Not very difficult to execute, but at the same
Yeah.
time, it comes out like every week. And something that I believe in, because I don't like doing things that I'm not passionate about.
Yeah.
You know, it will wear off very fast.
Yes.
You'll get tired fast, and you're like,
And-
what to do about?
Yeah. And then you wake up, you're like, oh, I have to do that again.
Yeah, I don't like to feel that.
Right?
Which I've been through a fair share of period where I felt like that about certain things.
Mm.
But now when I feel like I'm more selective, which again takes time.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's a luxury to be able to be selective, kan?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I feel like there's nothing in my plate. For example, now I'm doing hits.
Yeah.
I've got my podcast.
Yeah.
I have my own show on Instagram 9 to 5 where I talk about careers with different industry professionals.
Oh.
Yeah, the live, I don't know if you saw.
Yeah.
That one is 9 to 5. That's not that 20 show, by the way. That's 9 to 5.
Oh, I thought it was the same one.
A lot of people think it's the same one because it's the same like conversation, but it's different.
So
That
what is 9
20
to 5 about?
Okay, 9 to 5. You know, like 9 to 5 is your job, right? Like,
Yeah.
what's your 9 to 5?
Yeah.
So because I love knowing about careers.
Yes.
So that's why I came out with that show. I said, you know what? If no one is going to come out to me and do a show, I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
So I did. And the best part about this pandemic is that everyone's at home. Hey, you live from your home, I live from my home. So we do the cross live thing.
Yay.
And a lot of people are very responsive about this.
They're
Like,
very engaged. right?
engaged. Then they're like, okay, let's do it. So, and also I'm very curious about other careers too, because
Yes.
I don't want to stay in my own bubble. Like, yeah, I'm in show business je. What do doctors do? What do lawyers do? Engineers do? Things like that, you know. But internationally banyak je podcast like this. But in Malaysia, a bit kurang.
Right?
Kurang.
So okay. So this is really up my alley. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I saw the one for the
Esports.
one. Yeah.
I saw you like this now. Thanks.
I was like, oh, esports. I know nothing about it. Let me check it out. You know,
Right.
kind of thing. So, what made you curious? I mean, okay, I think I know. Okay, let me know if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Okay, because our job is not 9 to 5 to begin with.
Yes.
And because our jobs are, you know, even when I do these jobs, we love it so much.
Yeah.
So sometimes it doesn't
Does it feel like work?
It doesn't feel like work. Yes. So I've when I started this podcast, especially, my scope was just, okay, it's only gonna be for musicians, about musicians, all about music, because music is life.
It's true though.
It's true to a certain extent.
Yeah. But I can expand it even more.
Exactly. And then I started realizing, hey, actually, you know, like even within music, there's like ethnomusicologists, there's like
Right.
arrangers, producers,
Yes.
lyricists, da 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 da
That
da.
people don't see.
That people
To
don't
them in the
know.
music industry, it's just singers. That's it.
Exactly.
Padahal the ecosystem is huge.
Exactly. And within the and that's just the music industry. There's also the
What more the other-
entertainment
Oh, yeah.
industry.
True.
Where host comes into play,
Right.
right? Where TV producers, even game creators, esports.
Yep.
These all fall under entertainment category,
True.
right? And then, of course, you have your 9 to 5 people who,
Yeah.
doctors, lawyers, engineers, accountants,
Yep.
semua dan lain.
Yes.
Right. So I think why I'm curious about it is because I've never had to live that life, right? And I'm very, very fortunate. I'm very, it's very, very scary,
Yeah.
as this year has shown us. Like,
Yeah.
what can actually happen, and so many of my friends have lost
I
their
know,
incomes,
I
right?
know.
No gigs can. But so yeah, when did you start 9 to 5, and how has it been so far? Like talking to normal people.
Oh my God. I think that's like one of my favorite things ongoing now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like macam mana?
Okay,
Chop,
I
chop.
started off. I think maybe July. I think it was July. Yeah, I think second week of July, or was it in June? I don't remember. But
And this every Saturday.
okay, it depends. Sometimes Saturday, Sunday. Dulu I rajin gila, like 2 guests Saturday, 2 guests Sunday.
Oh my god.
Now I'm getting old. Padahal baru a few months. Yeah, I grew old in the span of a few months, and I feel
Right.
tired already.
2 guests a day.
Yeah, I think when you first started something, you feel like I want to do everything.
Fire, passion.
Fire. And then after a while, you're like, hey, where's my me time? Where's my family time and stuff? Right. So I've limited it. But yeah, I started it I think mid this year. Because I realized, hey, I want to know more about other people's career as well. And I like to talk. And I realized that I want, okay, for example, if we are not in this pandemic, we would be in coffee shops with our friends and everything.
Yeah,
We can't really have that. Mama.
yeah.
So this time, let's have a chat,
Yeah.
but like that. You
Yep.
know, and also this is a more adult version of me, because in my first few years of my career, it was very like hua. My jobs are very like I'm like that by nature.
And loud and
Yeah, hey, Joe! I'm still like that,
Yes.
but that's the side of me
Yeah.
which has evolved a little bit, in which I really want to know more about serious things,
Calm down a little bit.
I've calmed down a little
Yeah.
bit. I'm surprised that I have. In fact, when I first joined NTV7, my co-host Megan Tan. You know Megan Tan?
Megan?
I love Megan. You know Megan? Oh yeah, of course you know Megan.
John's wife.
Tim, yes,
Shout
yes.
out to Zhao Tim.
Shout out to Zhao Tim. Shout out
to
John.
John and Megan.
Shout out to Megan Tan. Megan, okay, I remember because there were 9 hosts in total for that show. Yeah, that's how I knew Megan, by the way, from that show. That's how then I knew John and everything. Yeah. So
okay.
everyone was like, Keanu, your energy is... I was the youngest in the show
Yeah.
in TV7. Keanu, your energy is so extreme. How do you do this? Then Megan was like, he's only 21. Wait till he grows older. Then I was like, no, I'll be like this till I'm 50. Please, 2 years later dah macam ni dah. Imagine when I'm 50 kan. Terdiam tu macam ni ya.
Hi. With the glasses.
With the glasses, eating my oatmeal and all that, typical pakcik.
Then you'll be Keanu Reeves for real.
Oh my God, by the street eating a sandwich, facial hair everywhere.
The
No
long
shave,
hair.
no shave November, no shave one whole year. That kind of thing. So that's when I started wanting to know more substantial things rather
Right.
than just, because you know what, I get to learn about music and everything through my work at Hits already.
Right.
So the entertainment part is covered already without me needing to start my. I mean, I could, but it's already covered.
Yeah.
It's a prerequisite in my job.
Right.
So I wanted something else that I come up with. I have full control of, which
Yeah.
I say I like to produce and everything.
Yay.
So and producing tak semestinya has to be something big scale. It could be having like this. You are producing your own podcast. This is my show. I choose my guests.
Yeah.
I've got a team, a great team behind me. Apa semua ni.
Also, that's-
we execute. But for 9 to 5 tak. Itu I seorang je.
Ah.
Yeah, so I thought, let's talk about different things. So I contacted so many people, like my doctor friend, my engineer friend. My stomach has been growling pada tadi tau. I don't even know why. Padahal ada makan dah. Sorry if you've been hearing my gerak. Just sorry because a bit hungry. Came back from a shoot, makan sikit, tidur kejap, and then I came here. Yes, I contacted everybody, and then like busy. Then I thought, you know what, tak apa. We start with media first lah. Since it's something also that
That you're
I know, familiar with.
Yes.
And then very slowly I contacted teachers. It's stuff like that, like it's benda-benda simple. And it's not something complicated. So I want people from other industries to understand the other industries that they are not familiar with.
Yeah.
Like people in media are like, oh, cikgu-cikgu macam ni rupanya. Yang doctors pula, we're like, doctors punya call time gini.
Yeah.
What was the worst thing that happened to you? I got a call at 3 a.m. and I couldn't say no to this one patient ke apa ke.
They have to be on call.
On call.
Yeah.
You know, they have their phones with them, cannot be on silent anytime, that kind of stuff.
Right.
I wanted to know real stories, you know, because again, to also be more self-aware.
Yeah.
And to know about what other people are going through.
Yeah.
So itu pun, that's what I'm learning through 9 to 5, through that 20s show, through hits, but about different things.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
because
different aspects of life.
different aspects of life,
Yeah.
you know. And there's no such thing as like, I know everything. Tak boleh. Because, you know, like, once you've learned this much, there are more things to learn. More things to learn, you know. And it gets interesting once you invest yourself in it. Rather than macam, I have no choice lah. I mean, at this age, I have to know about this. No, but when you really, you know, you tell yourself, I want to know. I genuinely want to consume this information. It gets easier. I think that's why I came out with 9 to 5 code, you know. Another Uncle Life initiative.
I don't think so. I think this is a great quality to have because this is something that my reference is the one and only Joe Rogan. The reason why his podcast is so successful is because of his endless curiosity.
Right.
And I think that you have that, you know, embedded deeply in you. Yeah. And you tak segan to ask questions, right? You're just like, and you want to learn about everything. How many people that we know amongst our friends who are comfortable stepping outside of their comfort zones to talk about things that they know completely nothing about?
Right.
You know, even today I was thinking like on my way here, I was like, I know nothing about the hosting, you know, the radio show
Padahal she
thing.
power hosting herself. Sampai terbatuk.
Yeah.
She's good, guys.
No. But I mean, I can bullshit lah, but that's the extent.
Hey,
of
that
it.
is one of the keys to be a good host. Bullshit away. Actually, another reason why I did 9 to 5 is to help people who are clueless about what they want to do, actually. Yeah, now I just remembered that. After school or whatever, because I realized people always tell me this.
Yeah.
You're living your dream. You've always wanted to become a host.
Yeah.
Now you're in the industry.
Same.
As a host.
Yeah.
You love music, this and that, and you're doing that.
Yeah.
But not everyone has the privilege to have their passion since they were small or to know what they really want to do.
Since they were young and then
Since they were
follow
young.
through with it, right?
Yeah, we're one of the lucky ones, you know.
Yeah.
Like, syukur. But at the same time, not everyone has that privilege.
Yeah.
So I told myself, hey, I have a responsibility to make people know what their dream is.
Yeah.
You know, I think we all have that responsibility. You know, like thankfully I get to live my dream. Takkan want to be so tone deaf and so selfish and be like, well, I got what I want. You pandai-pandai lah cari.
Yeah.
Because I didn't actively seek, macam like, oh my God, dear God, what is my passion? It just came when I was watching American Idol when I was 14.
Yes.
So I consider myself very lucky.
Yes.
And not many people go through that. Like, they might get great salaries and all that.
Yeah, the moment of
The
love.
epiphany.
Yeah.
Not everyone gets that, and I did.
Yes.
So I said, you know what? Maybe through this show, anyone who's watching could be like, best juga if I nak study, let's say, engineering ni, like as a civil engineer. Oh, you can do this. Oh, okay,
Right.
juga.
And you hear it from an actual
themselves.
Yes.
Which is why I think it's very powerful. Daripada macam you baca articles ke apa ke ni, it's like from the source themselves.
Yes.
Telling them from first-hand experience.
Yes. And it's long form conversation.
Long form.
It's not like
Touch and go.
yeah, like touch and go. Like,
Easy or not? Hard.
or even like TV, like, okay, you're just follow these guidelines, these questions. So within 10 minutes, we wrap up.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
This is a 1 hour.
Exactly.
But unfortunately, Malaysians punya attention span is so teruk lah.
Well, that's why we start doing
I think
these
so lah.
things.
We need to drive it, kan? The
Ex-
catalyst, kan?
Yeah, they do say, okay, so I have gotten, feedbacks like, oh, your podcast is too long, nobody's gonna watch it.
Okay, I'm gonna go back now. Bye, guys.
No, but at the same time, it's people don't
Did something fall down on the chair? Okay, no. I thought I broke the chair. No. It's just
it's you, Keanu. No,
Lagi, I gotta leave now, okay? Before they charge me. Jokes.
so it's I think that we need to give our listeners or people who have yet to find podcast interesting a benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Because I never knew that podcast existed 2-3 years ago.
Same, actually.
Right.
I once even said, do I do a podcast?
Exactly. What even is podcast? It's too long.
Same.
But when you're doing something like 9 to 5,
Yeah.
the 20 show, something that has impact on other people and something that has that you have found your purpose, right? And I think that resonates with a lot of people and you truly enjoy what you're doing. It's not for other people, you don't have the mindset of like, oh, what would people like to listen? Oh, what would people... I mean, of course there is
And
that.
you will start with thinking like that first, kan?
Yeah.
After a while, then you realize, yeah, we're at the intersection point of the demand and what you want to do.
Yes, because it has to be a balance. Otherwise, it will really feel like a job and you
Very
wouldn't
true.
want to do it anymore.
Listeners pun macam, ni macam forced sangat je ni. They can
Exactly.
tell if it's genuine or not.
Exactly. And I have to enjoy doing it, like, and then everything is secondary. Like,
Yeah.
if you like it, okay, cool. If you
Yeah.
don't like it, like, then we'll see if your reason for disliking it is valid or not, and then we'll tweak from there, right?
Right.
So, where was I? I lost my point.
We'll be back after the break. Kita kembali selepas ini.
This is where your hosting thing comes
Suddenly.
in handy.
I'll keep distracting them until you get your question, okay?
Oh,
yes.
no.
Oh,
So
we're back.
We're back. We are back. This is
Kembali oh, tak. Oh, I thought you were going to say, oh, I forgot again. Sorry. Okay. Yes, sure.
we are, no doubt, we are in the entertainment industry, right? So I do hear, this is a pretty personal one. So you can opt to be PC about it, or you can, just
Oh, I'll answer it, okay? I'll answer it, Joe. I'll answer it, okay?
Thank you. That's what I wanted to hear. So, we are in the entertainment industry, and I've spoke to Tigaso, the girl.
Oh, love them.
Beautiful ladies of Tigaso as well. Like, they are a girl group, and they have we have the stereotype of like, oh, girl group are they catty, that kind of thing. And of course, like, to hear the response, go check out the other episode.
Yes. Before this one, huh?
Yeah.
The last one. But wait till this one end first. Don't leave and then go watch, huh?
Exactly.
After.
So how do you deal with, are there any like dunky stuff happening? And if so, because, okay, this is what I was thinking just now. You're doing, basically, what we're doing is pretty much the same. I'm hosting a podcast, you're hosting a podcast, you're hosting 2 shows some more, For me, it's like, okay, twice a month. Let's do it. Because I teach every day.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of how to say, I give out a lot of energy and I need some time to recoup and things like
Yeah.
that. But the point is, we are basically doing the same thing, but I'm super interested in what you're doing, and I hope that you succeed, because when you succeed, the pie gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and everybody gets to benefit from it.
Yes.
It's not just about, Keanu's doing the same thing as I'm doing. No, I cannot support him, because then my listeners will get, I cannot post anything about him, because then my listeners will go to him, and I don't have, I feel like that is a very scarcity mindset.
True.
Like,
Very true. I agree.
It's a famine mindset. But when we support each other, because you're Keanu, I'm Joe. No matter how I want to be like you, I cannot.
Cannot.
Yes.
We are our own person, kan?
Exactly. And we have our own personality
Yes.
and characteristics.
Right.
Right. So instead of, this is what I really do believe, like, instead of, trying to tear each other down, where we do see sometimes in this industry, like, we talk about people, we gossip about each other and things like that. But for the most part, how do you feel about, the people within the
Industry.
Ada tak dengki ke, or how do you deal with negative comments or yeah.
The thing is, right, this dengki thing, I hear it a lot tau. But I don't know if I tak pernah kena, or I think I just choose not to care. Because malas. To me, like, there are things that
Waste of brain space kan.
for people who are not even worth it.
Yes.
So I choose not to even give a crap about things like that. And I feel like, I don't know, because I also am the kind of person who forgets about things fast. I mean, not about everything, but negative moments,
Yeah.
like I get angry apa semua, but once I'm done with it, I'm done with it.
Yes.
I malas nak macam,
Yeah.
oh my God, remember when that time when I got I'm like
Yeah.
lantak. I tend to remember the good times more than the bad times, you know?
Because it's
Which helps.
so heavy to keep
It's
carrying
heavy.
that grudge,
There's no
isn't
point,
it?
you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
But again, maybe for some people, it's not as easy to do,
True,
you know?
True.
But which I always tell people to start whenever you can. It's never too late to start changing your mindset or your perspective. Because like 2 years back, I wasn't like the way I thought was the way I think is different. Now how I think is different.
Yeah.
But it all took that's why people say what a simple step is what. Ayo, somebody help me with the quote, please. Huh? A simple step. Something like that. Like the smallest step is the road to bigger changes or something like that. Like, you know?
Yeah.
They was like, I heard that, but it didn't sound like that. Something like that. I get you.
I know what you mean.
But that's not the quote, bro. Wrong idiom book. Sorry. Yeah, it's like a single step. Oh, a
Did you get
journey
it?
of 1,000 miles begins from a single step. I think so. COVID high five.
Oh, yes. I forgot. COVID high five.
It memang starts from a single step.
Yes.
Whether we realize it or not, you know. So about the dengki mendengki thing, maybe once upon a time, oh my God, I used to be, I wouldn't call myself negative lah, but I would always get affected. Like, oh my God, yeah, this person said this about me. I would think about it over and over again. No, I just don't give a crap tau. Or like, if I feel like, if I sense there is a negative vibe between me and any industry friends,
Yeah.
to me, I'm like, okay lah, means kita tak ngam lah, tak lah, you know, because like, we don't, not everyone is meant to ngam with everyone. That's the
True.
reality of it.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. And a lot of people don't realize that. Yeah.
We feel like we need to please everyone. Why this person tak suka I? Why this person tak suka I?
Yes.
If that person is directly close to you, your family ke, your best friend ke,
Yeah.
lain.
Yeah.
But if it's just some random person, I mean, even if it's a colleague, but you're not even that close to, tiba-tiba dia nak dengki dengan you ke, I don't find the need to go to be like, why tak suka I?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Yeah.
You know, what is the point?
Yeah.
So, I've tried to keep that mindset going. So I've not experienced that, nor have I even been interested to ask people, you pernah kena tak? You know, I mean, no, that's a good question. I'm not saying about. It's just that I don't tend to go to my friends. To me, like, okay, I'm grateful I tak kena.
Yeah.
I hope that people around me banyak tak kena juga.
Yes.
But if ada, please stay strong and stay away from people who are negative. That's all I'm saying lah. You asked me 2 questions tadi. Ke one? I forgot. That was the first question,
That was
right?
it.
Oh, that was it.
That was it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so nice. Because I do only good vibes are from you. You know, like that is all that I'm getting. And
Because right, no matter how positive we are, there will still be bad times tau.
Of course.
So why you be negative to menambahkan lagi negativity that comes inevitably? You know, I keep telling myself that. Because even let's say you're just breathing, a problem can come in.
Yeah.
Like, waking up, ayo bro, one problem comes, right?
Yeah.
So why would you want to add a problem from the inside when externally banyak masuk? So internally try to keep it as clean as possible, you know?
As clean, as calm.
As calm as possible. Make space for whatever that you unexpectedly will come lah.
Yeah.
You know?
Or keep make space, and also I feel or don't make space for it.
Actually lah.
Kan?
If it comes, it comes.
Yeah.
Don't even tell yourself, today, what's the problem? If it comes, nak buat macam mana? Like, I didn't invite you, but since you already came, nak buat macam mana?
Okay,
Just
let's
come and
deal
sit
with
down
it.
lah.
Yeah.
Like, you sit up, I tak nak layan you can just stay there. That's also something that I progressed along the years tau. In which dulu, if I felt down, I would macam, I don't want to do anything else until I feel better, which is bad because, you know, it doesn't snap out easily.
Yeah, you don't know how.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to, for example, like, you don't have to condone something, you don't have to condemn something, just let it be, for example, you know?
Wah, you don't have to condone something. Listen, Uncle Keanu is preaching again. You don't have to condone something, and you don't have to condemn something.
Yes.
That is the best place to be.
I think so too. You know, just in the middle means like it's there.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but at the same time, I know I can't just throw it away like that. So just stay there lah while I'm doing other things. Lama-lama it's gonna go.
Yeah.
Daripada you like, because the moment you say like, I need to get better too much and waiting until it goes away, you're giving it the attention it wanted.
Exactly. You're feeding into it.
Never do that. No. Stay away from that. No.
Preach, Uncle Keanu.
Thank you, auntie. I love her auntie laugh lah. Is my mom the only viewer now?
No. It's my mom too.
Shout out to both the actual aunties.
The actual aunties.
The
All right.
actual aunties.
So I think it's time to wrap it up.
I know.
But
It was so fun.
no, because you have to drive
She's being very
an hour.
considerate. I guess you have seen the uncle like, oh dia ni uncle kan, uncle nak drive malam-malam buta kan, tak nampak terlanggar kereta lain apa semua, aku pula responsible kan. So I think better lah we have to wrap up lah.
I like the buta part.
Like nanti astigmatism ke apa tak nampak kan. Macam, oh shoot. Alamak.
I want auntie to know that, you know, you leave here safely and you're gonna arrive home safely.
You're
But
the best, Auntie Jo.
so Is there anything that I have asked that I didn't ask you that I should have, or are there things that you would like to share before we wrap it up with your social media handles and things like that?
I think nothing much. I think we covered almost everything. And what is everything anyway, right? It's just whatever flows lah kan. Which
Yeah.
I had so much fun, honestly. Joe, it was so fun. I didn't even bother to check the time. But since you looked that way, let me check. Is it 12 a.m. now? Where's the clock? I thought there's a clock there. Never mind. My clock here. Oh, you only 10:30. No lah, joking. But it was a very productive 1.5 hours.
Yeah.
You know, we covered so many things from life to career to interest,
Yeah.
passion. If I could tell people out there something, is that I think stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. And I think the concept of self-love is something that when I was younger, I used to feel like, what the heck is even self-love though?
Yeah.
Like, of course I love myself. But normally,
Do we really?
though? You know, exactly. So you gotta really hit rock bottom to understand what self-love is.
Yeah.
You know, because if not, you feel like
When
I'm
was your rock bottom for you?
last year
Oh.
until maybe around April, May this year when I had the insomnia.
Oh,
You
you
know?
know what caused it now?
Frankly, I think I do. It's like this style because this is one thing. Maybe this is my outro lah kot because
Share your wisdom.
share wisdom lah kot, more like share your pain. What do you go through? Tell us on. We all have accumulated pain in our life or what, you know,
course.
could be like from breakups ke,
Yeah.
family issues
Or
ke,
even from childhood.
which is honestly something that I paling kesian because itu something that I know most of them it's hard to get out of because it's
Yeah.
from childhood. You can't really erase that memory, you know, compared
Yeah.
to something like breakups or whatever, you
Yeah.
know.
Or even you didn't even know that you carry it with you.
You don't even know
Right.
until suddenly you feel like why do I feel this? Why do I feel this?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff, kan? But I think we all have inner conflict. So for me, what happened to me was that I had like fallouts with like good friends during college and everything, like a painful breakup, also things like that. But I'm very ha ha ha. So sedar tak sedar, I technically suppressed everything lah.
Yes, and you internalize.
Internalize. But the thing is, right, I thought I dealt with it, but I didn't really deal with it. Because so I kind of developed an abandonment issue last year, and that was what triggered my insomnia actually.
What is abandonment issue?
Okay, let's say I had a fallout with a really good friend in college, like twice pula tu. So like a childhood friend of mine might have said something like that hurt my feelings sekejap last year, and I thought that, oh shoot, she's leaving me. Yeah. But I knew it was irrational. I knew it didn't make sense. But you know, like your heart feels what it feels. Your mind thinks what it thinks, which is horrible.
Yeah.
So I like couldn't sleep and everything, which we got really chronic and stuff, you know. But
Because
again,
you're always hung up on that.
always.
Yeah,
And that
yeah, yeah.
scared me. It suffocated me because I felt like, oh my God, is everyone going to leave me?
Right.
You know? But the thing about what I went through, which I want people to try to do also, is that no matter how bad the situation you're in, always have the will to survive. You know, and to get out of that position. Because what I kept telling myself, even in the worst of days, when I felt like, oh my God, I want to sleep. Like, why? I kept telling myself that I want to get better. I want to get better. I could have told myself I not give up. I could have said like, you know,
Yeah.
what to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to be an insomniac forever. Some people are like that, what?
Right.
You know?
That or also like, it's okay lah. Like nothing really matters anymore. Like
Yeah.
or the narrative, self narrative can be so bad and
Yep.
so toxic that
Yep.
you know, like they're gonna leave me because I don't deserve it. Blah,
Correct,
blah, blah, blah,
correct.
You know, that kind of thing.
So what I did instead was that I kept reflecting like why, what was the answer? And I didn't get the instant answer fast. So like the abandonment issue, I think I only realized it like earlier this year. And I terkena the insomnia was in June last year. So for months, I've been like going in circles like, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Is it my phone ke? Because I tengok phone malam ke? Is it because of my food intake ke? I've been drinking green juice apa semua. Because you know there's a lot of all this tips like, oh, not sleeping well, try this juice.
Yeah.
Try this detox, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Maybe it works for some people.
Yeah.
But your body will signal you when you know there's something wrong.
Yes.
My body
preach.
was telling me stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, this is not right. And
Yeah.
people around me were like, which I don't blame juga because I was always a happy person.
Yeah.
And even at that moment pun, I cried and I jarang menangis. When I cried, it was severe. I was like, I want to sleep. Like, sleep, man. Sleep kan. My mom cakap apa tu? But now we have to stay negative. Good one, mom. Good one. So in short, basically, I thought like, what could it be? tiba-tiba I realize, this is not something about food or whatever. This is something internal ni. It's not
Yes.
external factors tau.
Yes.
So I gotta pat myself on the back for actually really reflecting a lot. And because
knowing yourself.
knowing myself, not easy, but
Yeah.
no regret. So maybe whatever you guys are facing out there, I would just tell them like, try your best to look inwards.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
it's definitely not overnight. Maybe tomorrow, Lucy, you're like, I look inwards, there's nothing. Keep looking.
Yeah. And
It's gonna come out.
keep looking, like trust yourself, listen to your body. And for
Yeah.
me, there's no shame, and it actually takes courage to ask for help.
Oh yes, very true.
Yeah, from others, from people that you trust, because we're social creatures, we're social
Yeah.
animals. So, family, know that people love you, know that
Yeah.
people do genuinely support you,
Yeah,
and yeah,
very true. Talk more, people. Talk more.
yes,
If there's one thing that I want people to do more is to talk more.
yeah,
You know,
communicate.
communicate.
Yeah, not just like
And people always think that communicate is just macam like antara boyfriend girlfriend kena macam talk.
No.
Friends, family. You know, communicate with yourself is very important. It comes in all forms, all shapes and sizes. You know.
self-talk. Yeah,
Self-talk. You might even get answers like, "Oh, this is my passion." Actually, you know, because if you just don't make an effort to talk to people,
Yeah.
or to research, or to listen to podcasts, you know, things like that,
Yeah.
then it's a bit harder lah. So I think just go and explore. There are different ways to learn.
Yes.
Some people might react better towards reading. If you don't like reading, there's always podcasts, there's always videos,
Audiobooks.
audiobooks. You know, that's the beauty of this generation. Like you get so many alternatives
Yeah.
on how do we learn new things, kan?
Right. And for me, the humblest thing was this year, like,
Oh my god.
was, being, and I'm very, very happy and fortunate and also blessed with that stint was when I was, collaborating with Jiao Tim.
Oh yes.
And then I met you.
Oh,
I met,
yeah.
a few other hosts and people in the industry as well. And for me, you were the one person who struck out the most to me because I only sense sincerity and the passion that you have for what you're doing, and you want to be, the best at it, and you want to, these kind of things you cannot fake. And yeah, and I really appreciate you, and you are somebody I feel that can, you will have a ripple effect, with the people around you, and also the people who believe in you, and also people who would want to learn from you. I think you'll do amazing, great things. And I'm very, very lucky that, I got to meet you through Jiao Tim, through John, through Megan. And, the world is funny lah. This year is so weird.
I know.
The universe works in mysterious ways.
Right.
Right. So I'm very thankful.
And you're one of the most brilliant artists I've ever seen perform live. Seriously. I was like, how is this girl not like a signed artist yet or something? Seriously though.
Because I dah tua lah.
Please. Baru 25, okay.
26. But thank you for
Next
trying
month
to say
kan? Next month kan? 26 kan? Birthday belum kan? Dah, not yet.
already.
But Jiao Tim, seriously, call us again. Okay? She's suddenly a plug.
Yeah, no, but we'll talk after this.
It was very, very nice. Kan? I think I enjoyed the session so much.
Yeah.
We were just like laughing the whole time. The whole interview session with your bandmates and everything.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Oh,
was
that
fun.
night I was scared shitless.
Were you?
I was.
I remember what you wore, You had this macam kimono pants.
Batik.
Pants. I
Yeah.
loved it so much, man. I was like, damn, girl, you statement AF, And she had like, guys, I swear to God, 80% of the room was filled with her fans. And like, Joe, we came for you. We came for you.
Only 40 packs.
Yes, and 39 of them were her fans.
No.
My mom watched from home. My mom, again.
Oh, yeah.
Did your mom watch also?
My mom was there.
Did I meet your mom? I forgot.
Yes,
Probably
yeah.
did lah. She had like some jujitsu instructor
Oh
or
my
something.
God, Mike. Yes.
She brought the whole, basically, suddenly like, this is my neighbor since when I was 3. This is my desk mate when I was at 2. Like, all of them she brought.
Yeah.
Amazing, Joe. Amazing. That's why Jiao Tim call again, so your crowd will be full. Again, once the pandemic has like recovered a bit lah. Okay, when crowds are allowed. But anyway, thank you, Joe. It was so fun. Because I'm talking so much, then I'm like, I lupa. She dah outro tadi kan.
No.
I should shut up now.
Do you want to do an outro for me, actually?
Okay, let's just try this. It has been a one. Oh,
where should we find you?
okay. Oh, okay. Where?
On social media.
Okay, you can find me somewhere in Ampang area.
As long as it's not Zunagara.
Actually, it's in Zunagara, guys. Just which cage am I in? Find it there. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you that. Jokes. You can find me on Instagram at Keanu Azman. Okay, Keanu like Keanu Reeves. Keanu Azman.
Yes.
I'm not active on Twitter anymore. Twitter, no.
I don't have Twitter.
Good choice.
Yeah, and
Too
I don't have
toxic.
TikTok.
Oh my god, I have it, but the paksa only because have to post things for hits or whatever,
Oh, right, right.
But basically, Jiwa dan Raga very un-TikTok. I'm an un-TikTok boy, My boss kept telling me this. Can you go do more TikToks for hits? I said okay, but I think deep down she knows he's not gonna do it. He's like, he's just gonna ungo, but he's not gonna do it. Priya, I love you, but you know how much I hate TikToks. But I will do it for whoever who wants to watch lah. 40 views most of the time, tak banyak. You can find me on Instagram. My YouTube is Keanu Azman, and I have my podcast, That
On
20
Shock?
Show on Shock SYOK. And then my weekend show 9 to 5 where I talk about careers. And I had a great time with Joe. That's another fact about me. Such a great time.
Thank you.
Normally at this time I'm on my bed reading already, but no, I'm here with you.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah,
This
we'll
beats
share.
that. Huh?
We'll share books.
Oh
book
yes,
lists.
nice.
Actually,
You go first.
I'm reading *Sapien* right now by Yuval Noah Harari.
Ooh.
Yeah. What are you reading?
Let me guess. You like to read this like all the like philosophy books, eh?
Oh, I love it.
Bhagavad Gita. What Bhagavad?
Vita.
What is that?
Bhagavad Gita.
Yes, you read that. not?
That is the Hindu
Yes.
thingy.
Me and Zer from Hits we talk about the books, and I haven't read it yet.
Oh, you should. I mean, it's just like it's like stories lah.
Right.
But it's amazing. I mean, I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I have read through it.
Oh, you've read through it.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Okay.
But it's just like little stories like this.
Yeah. Philosophies, right?
Yeah.
What I'm currently reading is Meryl Streep's biography. It's such a good book.
Oh, she's
It's
a boss.
Such a good book. Have you read the book?
No.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm obsessed with biographies and autobiographies actually. I cried
You
reading.
are very people related. Even
I realized that.
you're doing
Kind
reading.
of what I read put about people. That's actually true. Yalah. Girlfriend tak ada lagi kan? Nak macam mana ni? Any takers?
So if you want to date Keanu, reach me first. Okay, I'm.
Yeah. She's my manager.
No. I'm
Dated
just.
her.
I yes, in a way that I will make sure you don't get like psycho ones. Only the.
Oh
nice
please,
ones.
yes, filter, siap.
Filter,
Because
yeah.
Tinder never does that for us. You don't know who. Sometimes they post group picture got 12 of them. I'm like, which one is you?
Siapa?
Who ni? I hope it's you, but Tito is the other one. My internet connection quite bad lah. Sorry, bye. Yeah. See ya.
Yeah.
But yeah, trade books soon, okay?
We'll do. But thank you so much for doing this. I
Thank you.
We should do this more often.
Yes.
And after this whole thing is done and over with, yamcha.
Oh yes, Yamcha.
outing.
Because she sakit perut pergi hot pot semalam, so cannot hot pot.
You have to air my laundry today.
Yes, because she had my laundry for 1.5 hours, so I had to do one just for the ending.
And not just me, Jared also.
Yeah, but also sakit perut. Sakit perut. No more hot pot all
No
lah. For
more.
now, no.
For now. But thank you all so much for watching. And today we have the one and only Keanu Azman. So do follow him on his social media platforms. His Instagram handle is Keanu Azman, at Keanu Azman on
Yep.
Instagram. And also Facebook,
Yep.
shock.com for his The 20 Shows podcast.
Yep.
And also his Instagram for the 9 to 5 podcast.
On Keanu Azman also.
Oh, Keanu Azman. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you all for watching. I hope you learned something. Stay safe, stay healthy, take your supplements, work out, do what you need to do to get yourself physically and mentally healthy.
Yep.
Do take care of yourself so that we can take care of each other together.
Yes.
All right, so thank you all for watching Music Nation Speaks. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.
Good night, everybody. Bye. Music Nation speak.
You can sing, lah. You should sing.